Hello, everybody. This is BeetleG, and I'm back with some more Griftlands. Or this is just continuing from somewhere that you didn't even know ended because I wanted to, I had to go away for a second. But I'm back, either way. And now we have to choose between a lot of different options. So there's this challenging quest up here. It seems challenging. I would be all down for that, except we just absolutely got destroyed in a combat. So we could go heal at the healing spring. We could go take a smaller quest. I think I'm gonna go to the traveling sales grifter. We could do battle or negotiation, or battle and negotiation. I don't know. All right, didn't think my day would involve a grifter dealing. Folks give the Jake a wide berth, likely on account of the mucus staining his leathers. I hear you're looking for help, but if it's a laundress you're after, I heard wrong. No, I'm looking for someone who's got away with Oshnus. Giant snails. Don't know if I'd claim that much, not to someone like you anyway. Oh, you mean the mucus? The slimy bastards dump gallons of it on the regular. That's why I need your help. I have some deliveries to make, and I need someone to help me guide the Oshnu on the way. It's easy enough, though you might need some laundry done yourself when it's done. All right, let's do it. Gain 2 influence, spend 2 influence, gain 2 actions. That's actually a really good card. Spend 1 influence, deal an additional 4 damage. Apply 3 bleed when, then deal damage equal to target's bleed. Ooh, so let me remember what we took. So right now our only bleed, okay, we have 2 bleed. We have the Karambit, which is only 1 use. And then we have this Saber Grip that does 2 bleed. So that is cool. Okay, and then for our negotiation, I like the look of these spend influence, but I don't think we have much. Right, we're going to be going for dominance. Influence is a diplomacy trait. A lot of diplomacy cards deal with influence. So I think we're going for the hostility cards since we're going for dominance. So with that in mind, I think we're going to ignore those. We'll take Hemorrhage and we'll try and start going towards a bleed deck because that seems very strong. If we can stack it up high and then just do a ton of damage at once. All right, take the lead. L hands you the end of a leather lead, slippery with slime. The other end is attached to an ornery-looking Oshnu. Ah, who's a cutie? The lead threatens to slip from your grip at even the slightest pressure. Ah! You see, at least your gloves aren't already saturated with it. Now let's get moving. We got 2 stops to make before the deed is done. Okay. This is cool. So now we have a couple party members. Yeah, we have 2 party members. And they usually help us fight and negotiate. But we'll see. Animals can sometimes make negotiation difficult. You find a lone spree waiting in a clearing. I'll do the talking. This should only take a minute. L does the talking all right, but as the minutes pass, it's clear things are getting a bit heated. Now, you just walk that tongue of yours right back where it came from. We agreed to a price. We also agreed to a delivery window, and you missed it. So the goods are stable. They ain't turned. My mood has, though, so I say half price or no deal. All right. Oh, my goodness. So Resolve is our negotiation HP. They only have 10 of it. We'll be able to negotiate the heck out of this deal. Seems to me you're neglecting the implications of a late Oshnu. And what would those implications be? You see this slime? Ah! Okay, so they're drunk. Okay, so now this is the negotiation combat. It's really neat. So we're trying to reduce this core argument to 0. This is our core argument. We have 30 HP. Now, we can see what they plan to do on their next turn. They will do 1 damage and 2 damage. And yeah, if we hover over our arguments, we can see what they're attacking. We have our dominance over here. This is from our killer, I think. Yeah, I believe this is from our killer. So, hostility cards deal an additional 1 damage. That's from this, from drawing this. They have 2 arguments. They have flustered, Reduce damage by 33%. Reduced by 1 at the end of... So they have 2 turns where they do less damage. And they're drunk, which removes a random intent from Prect. I think these are the intents, yeah. Now, we can attack each of these arguments separately. This one you can see is invulnerable. Oh my gosh, I forgot I was right in front of it. There we go. Is that better? I can't see the preview right now. But so this one's invulnerable. This one has 3 HP, so we can just destroy this and it'll actually remove one of these, or we can just attack the core argument itself. Okay. So we already have 1 defense. That's just our character's ability. Gains 1 composure, which is the defense. Okay. There's a lot of talking. It all makes sense once we start playing it. It plays very similarly to the combat. So, I like the look of Threaten here. Let's quick thinking. Incept 1 Flustered. So Incept adds it to their arguments. Reduce damage by 33%. Reduce by 1 at the end of owner's turn. So this will make them do less damage. We can gain a bonus action next turn, or we can get 2 defense on our arguments. So we could actually apply... So this only has 2 HP. We could actually apply 2 defense to this or our face. But I like gaining an extra action next turn. We'll do 5 damage to his face. This does 2 damage and gives us a dominance, which I think I like the look of. And in fact, I messed up. If I had done this first, we would have done 1 extra damage with our other card. But it looks like that wouldn't have changed it too much, so this is fine. We're going to take 3 damage, but we... 3... But we had 1 defense, so that's okay. Okay. So we would like to end them. We didn't draw a great hand for it. Oh! It does 1 to 3 damage. We did 1. Okay, so they're going to deploy another argument, and they're going to do 3 damage to us. So this is fine, because we can play this. We can draw extra cards next turn. We can get more composure, which defends us. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so end the turn. Yep. Now, this thing drawing us extra cards, they can attack this and remove it, so then we would not be drawing an extra card. And like, we can see they have escalation. When a hostility card is played, increase count by 1. And this adds 1 damage to all their attacks. So, for example, if we played this, it would increase the damage they do, but they're also going to die, so it's pretty fine. Okay, we won the negotiation. We get a negotiation card. So you can see we have some diplomacy cards. I'm going to try and avoid those just because we're trying to go for hostility. Expend 1 chosen card in your hand. Apply 5 composure. It's not terrible, but I think I'm going to decline. Getting some money is nice. Alright. Apply this mucus beneath the eyes and you'll shed years. Hesh, even decades while you sleep. And best of all, your goods are covered in it. So we're throwing it in for free. Free slime for everybody. Full price, right? Full price. If I can't outwit my enemies, I may as well outlast them. Wrap up their transaction with a somewhat slippery handshake. So it's cool. We argued with them, negotiated, and got them to accept the deal. Of course, the Lumen made his teeth fall out, so it would be pretty hard to gauge results. Well, that was good thinking. Let's do the next delivery. All right. Our dude likes us, which is a very good change of pace. We have been making a lot of enemies recently. All right. So as we approach the beast, the Ashnu bucks in alarm. Mucus flying. The Ashnu retracts into its shell as a group of Jakes approach, and by the look on El's face, you suspect he could crawl right in there with it. There's our supper. Funny running into you here, of all places. I ain't laughing, thief, but I will once I have you and that Ashnu up on the spit. Hang on, the Ashnu's yours, and you were going to eat it? But it's mighty slimy. Because we've been fattening it up, haven't we? Until El here stole it from right in our larder. Okay, so we could fight or we could scare them off. I think I feel more comfortable with the scare off. We really need to increase some of our attack stuff. Oh, geez. Okay. At the end of your turn, incept 2, intimidated. So I think those are bad for us. Intimidated. Reduces damage. Okay. At the end of our turn, we give them an intimidated argument. Hostility cards deal an additional 1 damage. Reduced by 1 when you play a non-hostility card. Okay. Well, this is great. We're going to threaten. We're going to tactical mind. And we're going to compose ourselves so we don't take any damage. End the turn. Hostility cards deal an additional 2 damage. So this is, I believe those 3 cards are from our companion. The dude who we're fighting with. L. So he's like our companion for this fight. It doesn't show here, I don't believe, but it showed on the initial screen. Okay, so intents and target previews are hidden. So Crafty is hiding their intents. They're probably planning to attack Tactical Mind and Dominance. I think I'm just going to ignore those. We can do a lot of damage here. Flustered. And we could just compose, improvise, incept 2 vulnerability. All resolve loss is increased by 1. So, again, I should have done this first, because if I had put this on them, they could have taken 1 extra damage. Apply to composure on 2 random friendly arguments. I actually kind of like this. So we have a bunch of different arguments. Let's do this. That may protect us a little bit. And we can just fast talk here. Do some more damage. So yeah, they did 3 to our draw a card, but that's okay. Because first, it's still alive. And second, they are pretty close to dead. We're going to play this to get a dominance. It's also going to do 4 damage by itself. Unfortunately, we don't have any other hostility cards. We're going to play Unstable to try and get one. Hey, that didn't really do anything because they're unplayable. We actually have a lot of unplayable cards. So the card we just played, this one, Unstable, isn't great because, oh, we only have the 1. Specifically for this combat, it's not great because we have the 3 Intimidates. Okay, so 2 Fast Talks should get the job done. There was a chance it didn't, though. And we get a Negotiation card. Brainstorm, draw 3 cards. This sounds like a Magic card. Tactical Mind. So these aren't as good as I expected because it's not just giving us this. We have to protect that draw an extra card argument as well. And we don't want, I don't want the Diplomacy. Drawing 3 is good. But everything costs 1. So I'm gonna just decline here. No need for threats. Elle's right. If the Oshnu's got a few more deliveries in it, then we can wait. There's always tomorrow's supper after all. Over my dead body. This Oshnu's been with me for years. Seems they've worked up an appetite, though. Not sure how much time that buys you. All right. Enter the races, of course. All this mucus, they're extra aerodynamic. Racing snails. That's where the money is. Okay. I'll give you an upfront bonus. All right. Take the offer. 50 extra gold. Let's head on out. Finish this snail delivery up. Finds a dredger deep in the warrens of the city. What are you doing here? This place is crawling with admiralty. As if summoned by the name, a cadre of switches appear from around the corner. Well, well, looks like a smuggling operation unfolding right before our very eyes. Unless, of course, that Ashnu is carrying alms for the poor. Okay, so you can see we have 2 people helping our negotiation. We could offer to give them $60, or we can attack them, which seems very dangerous. So I'm gonna convince. Let's not jump to conclusions. There's only one way this can go. Okay, so he's given me this, which reduces the damage they do. That's pretty good. All right, so we do want to protect our dominance potentially. Reduce by 1 at the start of your turn. Okay, so let's see. Let's play unstable. Playing a random. Oh, that's fantastic. We get to gain more dominance. I believe we're gonna composure this to protect it so it doesn't die. Gaining 1 is good, but we can also do up to 12 damage, so I'm gonna try and do that. The quicker we kill them, the better. Planted evidence. When this argument is destroyed, deal 2 damage to the owner's core argument. Okay. They have an argument that just does damage to us. 1 to 3 damage. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can end this now. So if we got lucky with the fast talk, we could. And in quick thinking, we might be able to do it. Reduce resolve loss for 1 turn. Gain 1 bonus action next turn, or draw 2 cards. Let's draw 2 cards. If we draw some arguments, we might be in a good spot. We are not. We're not in a good spot. So we can do 2 deflections to not take any damage. Oh, we did do 3. We could have. I don't know why I split it like that. That was a bad idea. Okay, we only took 2. That's fine. And it looks like we're gonna win. So I'm going to instinct because it guarantees us some damage, and then it guarantees us additional damage. We had it either way there. That was fine. All right, draw 3 cards. Oh, the damage of the next card played this turn is doubled. I'm gonna take Evil Eye. That seems really strong. All right, Charity from the Haitians. That'll be a first. Well, this one's got psychotropic pheromones. They want to dope the masses, I think. That checks out. Carry on then. Oh, quick thinking, Sal. Not sure I could have handled that half as well. Now stand guard if you don't mind while I handle the negotiations. He proceeds to get fleeced. We get paid 55, and we get to upgrade a card. So we can upgrade a battle card. Man, I really like the negotiations. I'm going to upgrade the Evil Eye to 0 mana. That seems really strong. And I'd like to start removing some cards from our negotiation deck. It's going to be hard. The first few runs of this, I'm going to have a hard time focusing on one, or I'm going to only focus on one deck or the other pretty much. I don't know how you do the focus on both, like craft them both into perfect decks. Socialize with Prect. Prect is feeling friendly. Spend some time with her. Will restore 10 resolve and make her like you more. Or a recent fight took place here. Perhaps there's still treasury lying about. Let's check that out. That sounds pretty good. You come across the signs of a recent battle. If there were any winners, they weren't the type to loot the battlefield. The bodies are still fresh. Best to grab something and run before any beasts get drawn to the bloodshed. Alright, so salve. This just heals 10 once. Search the crate for lumen grenades. Hit all enemies, destroy after 1 use. That is a really strong card. Pull First Blood out of the mud. This is a graft. I believe we can have 3 of these. Let's see. So you get 3 negotiation, 3 battle graphs. I don't know a ton about them yet. Your first attack each battle deals an extra 4 bleed. Ooh. I think I'm going to take this. This will make you vulnerable. This will take some time. You can do this quickly. Okay. So I bet you we can do salve to... It's probably like 10% chance, 50% chance, 90% chance it will be attacked. You wrestle with the loot lodged in the mud, even as a mournful howl cuts through the air. It isn't long before you're joined by the pact. By the pack. Okay. Spitting yote and a wild yote. Okay. They don't seem strong. They're gonna rue the day they decided to attack us. Improvise an attack card from your draw pile. Well, let's hit this. That deals 4 extra bleed. Then we do this. Tons of bleed. At the beginning of their turn. So this guy's gonna panic and run right away. Of course, this is the one doing all the damage. So we're just gonna 4 defend here. We'll take 1, but that's okay. Yeah, scare him. At the end of your turn, take 2 damage and expend this card. Ooh, that's scary. Apply 3 bleed, then deal damage equal to target's bleed. We don't have any other bleed cards. This is perfect. That's like 6 damage for 1 card. This is not bad. They're planning to do a status effect, so we're free to just keep hitting them. Power 2 is scary, but I believe we have them killed. So it's, as you can see, it's actually hard to kill units because they'll run away ASAP. We could use this to try and kill it, but I think we're just gonna make it run. We should have played Stahl's Daggers. So the upgrade system really introduces a pretty interesting idea in that, like, we should have played Stahl's Daggers to upgrade it, to get the little upgrade XP. It's not a huge miss, but something to keep in mind. Oh, 2 hemorrhages. There's the specialty with more combo. Yeah, we're going to take hemorrhage here. All right. That was a very successful battle right there. That did not feel bad at all. And I think this is a good place to call it a day. So, thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, a comment, to subscribe. I will be back tomorrow with some more Griftlands. See you guys then. Bye.